Hey, I'm Miss Chrissie,
And I'm Steve.
and you're listening to JAGcast, episode number 128, the podcast of the Jenkintown Arts Garage.
Right, where we talk to artists, entrepreneurs, and other interesting people at the intersection of the arts and technology. We actually have a really great returning guest again this week.
Yep, today we have Righteous Jolly coming back.
That's right, the man, the legend himself.
Yeah.
So if
Righteous
you don't,
is really fun, so I'm excited, Steve.
we last time on episode I think 111 called "What's in a Name," which is unfortunate because that would have been a great name for this episode. but he's back. We haven't seen him in a while. His album is out, so we'll talk about that and we'll talk about probably a lot of things. You never know what's going to happen with Righteous.
Yeah, that's the best part. That's what I like. So,
Okay, well let's
yeah, we're gonna talk to Righteous, or
let's bring him on. Let's do this thing. Welcome, Righteous
All right.
Jolly.
Oh, hang on. They just started. I got to go. Bye. Oh, hey, guys. What's going on?
Hey,
What's going on?
hope we're not interrupting.
No, sorry. I had a prop. Come on.
Yes.
But you guys don't need props. But I am in my basement, so I'm surrounded. How's it going? Not great to be here.
It's going pretty good for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. What have you been up to? You like made some music since we last talked to you, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess was like you said, episode. You've had a lot of episodes since.
Yeah,
the album is out. Yeah, the album's out. Made some music. Staying creative. Keeping busy. Yeah. What's to report here? What month did we do that last one in?
I think it was January.
Yeah, it was
Something like
winter, right?
It was cold and I had no voice.
Right. Yes, and it was after my Christmas show. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a good summer. We're busy. Domestically, I've been busy, and the album was released in June, my first solo album, and played some pretty rad shows in support of it. And now I'm sort of gearing up for back to Christmas, actually, back to the holidays. So things are good.
Cool.
Yeah, this is the album "What's in a Name."
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You can find it wherever music is streamed or purchased. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Go ahead.
Oh, so you have like all these crazy song titles in this album.
Yeah, you think they're wild? Yeah,
a couple of them are pretty wild.
Well, we got Moody SOB.
Yeah.
We got the "What's in a Name." One, Kung Fu and Sandwiches was almost the name of this episode because I like it so much.
Yeah, I love that one too. That's very. It's so specific, and yet I wonder what it means to other people if and when they start listening to it at large. But for me, it's Kung Fu and Sandwiches was like the greatest time I ever had with my father was when I was very little, 3 and 4 years old, and I sat in his lap and we watched old Kung Fu TV show, like 70s style, and he would make me sandwiches. It was late at night, probably after the bar, but that was just like, it felt very wholesome. So that's why I named it Kung Fu, and this song is all about that. So yeah, Moody SOB, well, you can know what that is. What's in a Name? Righteous is my name, so that's in there. Oh yeah, the Enoch stuff is sort of funny. I forgot that I listed it, the Candy Mountain on Enoch, something like that, and then Animal Fair.
To Enoch's Animal Fair, and on Enoch's Candy Mountain. I didn't know what that was referring to either.
Yeah, that's like this pretty heady stuff. The Animal Fair it's actually a little. It's a what do you call those in between tracks? Little not vignettes, but almost like sketches. I can't remember. It was like the Fugees had it on their album a lot. I can't remember what it's called. But that's my mother and I singing a song she used to sing to me when I was a baby. I went to the Animal Fair and the birds and the bees are there, etc.
Yeah.
But then I added some like, space psychedelic to it. So it's kind of
so you have like a lot of like psychedelic kind of like, what is that stuff called? Like acid jazz or like, I don't know. Kind of like Jamiroquai. I don't know.
That's nice. Gosh, good. Keep going. I love Jamiroquai.
So I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I was like, it's an interesting sound, but like a very chill vibe sound too. I liked it.
Cool. Thanks. It's eclectic.
So like, what was the? I don't know how much we did talk about this somewhat last time, but like now that it's out and we're on video, this time. Like, what was the impetus for this album? Because it's your first album, right? At least first one that I've seen of yours that's published.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first solo album. Well, you know, it was. I've been a vocalist and a performer for a long time, and I was in a band called Syrah. We were a sort of a proggy metal band, and I was the front man and lead singer. And I didn't compose the music, but I wrote the vocal melodies and the lyrics, and it was a very confident product. That's on you can find that too, Syrah. And then when we sort of disbanded, I never stopped creating, but I started to write my own compositions more. And then during the pandemic, you know, sink or swim, man. You know, fight or flight vibes, especially for artists. You know, and I feel as though my output for art was a lot. I had a lot of output during the pandemic and that first year or two. And then I wrote a bunch of songs. My father, which I have a very tumultuous relationship with, he passed away. You know, a lot of, I mean, that's so many, we could be so many podcasts about that. My father was actively dying, and we didn't have a good relationship. And so I wrote a lot of things about that leading up to what I hope was a reconciliation. The reconciliation, I went and visited him while he was, you know, sick, and hoped that, you know, what do you hope for? I did the best I could, and he did the best he could too. But that's what the album is about, and that's what Kung Fu and Sandwiches is about in particular. And so it was catharsis, man. You know, why does anybody create? Why? I felt compelled to, you know.
During like some research for this, I discovered a video called "Righteous Jolly: What's in a Name" on a channel, Gina Andreoli.
Yeah.
That has you talking about the roots of Kung Fu and sandwiches. It's a really good short little video. I don't know if you saw that, Chrissie.
No, I didn't see that one.
But like it's just like you kind of driving around. Is it like a friend of yours or something? And you show your house off in that one a little bit?
Yeah, my childhood.
Your old house, your childhood home?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my friend Gina Andreoli. She's a great artist. She's in Lower Bucks County, has her own studio, and she's a YouTuber now and a booktuber and an author. And she's a mentor of mine. She was a teacher of mine in high school, and she just helped create this because we played a show at the Bristol Riverside Theater, which she helped produce, and so she was putting up content. But yeah, this is Levittown. This is where I was sort of weaned, and then 17 Indigo Road. That's the house where, you know, arguably my most nostalgic childhood house, where I had a lot of fun and there was a lot of tumult in that house. There used to be a big tree there. Guys, there's probably like conservatively 32 G.I. Joe men buried in the front yard and backyard.
Yeah,
and I think if I ever get arrested, like if I ever like just get hammered one night and try to dig them up and then someone calls the police on me, that's how I'd like to be arrested.
I also really like this this look you got going on here with the glasses.
Yeah, thanks.
That's
I look like my mom. Yeah, big glasses.
Good. And you also play a little song. You always got a great outfits.
Thanks. I mean, tonight. All right.
But this is a good video that I think everybody should check out. I'll put it in the show notes, but you can see it right here. Righteous Jolly, What's in a Name.
Thank you. Yeah, that was at the and what's great about that is that we played that song. That little video right there is at the LPRA. If anybody who watches this, you know, you guys have a great pool, and Kara is also from Levittown, and in fact, where Kara lives is the last LPRA. But where we're sitting, that's like Levittown Pool and Recreation Association. It's gone. That was like what Levittown was built on, and they demolished it, so there's no pools left.
Oh wow! So it's just like,
wait, is that like
concrete, a field? What is there?
Yeah, it's a field now. It's a basketball court and a little playground. And Indian Creek is the name of the section where I was from.
Well, it's cool. So, I mean, what was the idea behind this? It was just like you just wanted to do
video.
this. Yeah, the video.
Yeah,
So at first, I thought it was going to be the music video, but it turned out to be something much more personal and interesting, I think, than a regular music video would have been.
Yeah, thanks. She just was just a little trying to get a little buzz for this Bristol Riverside Theater show we played on early August, to get some people from, because it was essentially a local bands night at this Equity Playhouse, really nice playhouse Bristol Riverside Theater is world class. It's really beautiful. But they don't do live music short of local star Don McCluskey. But they usually don't do local music. So that was the first. So myself and 2 other outfits played. And it was well attended. It was fun. It was a weird show. I almost reached out to you, Chrissie, actually.
I saw. Were you looking for dancers or something?
Yeah, that was hope. Like it all worked out pretty wonderfully. But I hired an actor to play a Pierrot clown, the white faced clown, like old sort of Frenchy clown, not like a scary circus clown. And then I needed an actor to dress as a black bird. And then I had
like
a whole
Swan
narrative.
Lake type thing.
Yeah, well, it was more of like, it was kind of an odd thing. It's like the bird shows up and sort of takes away the clown's energy via it was a story told through movement. And I hired a little boy who played the bird, Harvey. He did a great job, Harvey Cochran. And he showed up, and the clown, they sort of swapped energy, is all I could say, via a crown, and then the little boy gave the bird a feather. You had to see it. You had to be there. And
a bird and a clown.
A bird and a clown, classic tropes. That was cool. It was weird. My goal was to just add something interesting to the evening, and I hope that was executed.
You always do that. I actually think that's super fun. So you did that little like vignette while you were playing the song. Is that what it was?
Yeah, the whole set. So we had a 35-minute set.
Oh.
And I told the band, do not look at, respond to, or watch the performers. Let them live in their 2 different universes. And I surely like the center of attention. And I wanted the story to be the center of attention, the story told through the 2 performers, and then just listen to the music in the background. And it was, it was blocked, and it was directed minimally. But, like anything else, time, practice. Next time we do it, I feel like it'll be just much tighter, much more specific.
That's what you said after Levittown Christmas Carol, too, when we saw that.
Yeah, well,
you're like, next time it'll be even better. And this is after I thought it was a phenomenal performance. You had a broken goblet. Cool. But isn't that the goal, though? You're always trying to improve. It's just like, any true artist or professional is always trying to improve his or her craft.
Hell yeah. Just like you guys do. I mean, I like seeing that graphic at the beginning and stuff. And this is like, what episode did that start
on?
That was sometime over the summer, right?
Yeah.
Or before that? I don't know.
Yeah. It was 100 something, I think. It was not that long ago. It was only been a few months. It's been a few months.
But yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell are we doing with our time? We're all trying to get better, I think.
Yeah, this graphic here, I grabbed it from I grabbed it from the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
One of the shots I did.
That's my Levittown Scrooge.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I was looking for pictures from that. And I was like, it's got to be one of them that'll work.
Yeah.
That was just so much fun. And I was like, I think that was your introduction, right, Chrissie, to Righteous?
Yeah, I believe so.
And I don't remember how I got you to come to that. But I was like,
I like A Christmas Carol. I wanted to go to that.
It was a Levittown Christmas Carol, though. I like the fact that Wawa's part of it. So
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
Trying to get that Wawa money.
Yeah, I know, right? Wawa's, man. Wawa's great. Although they're making like automated Wawa down. They're experimenting with it down on I think on Drexel's campus. I think that's the one.
Oh, really?
Down the city where it's like you walk in. Apparently, there's nobody in there. Like you just have to order on your phone or a screen, and then somebody delivers it on a desk. You can't pick up anything off of shelves or something. That's it's not going down so well. Initial reviews that I read, people didn't like that. But I think it has something to do with the massive amount of theft going on in stores or something.
Yeah, right.
But I was like, I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like Wawa if that's the case. But they're always on the edge of trying out new things. That's why it's an experiment. Who knows if it's going to work? But I do think they're pretty good. They're like an institution around here, and so I'm always looking at them. I even was talking about their app. I think I was doing that on the other podcast I do with Philly Coke, and we were even talking about I think we were talking about Wawa's app. I don't know. I was looking at their app as from a app developer designer perspective, and they just updated it again and made it a little better. And it's I'm impressed by that company. I know it's not a Wawa podcast, but and anyone outside of Philly area has no idea who we're talking about, really. But
Right.
but they're I think they're a private company, and they're not even like a publicly traded company, and they've been they're convenience stores, but they're like the best convenience stores.
Well, yeah, there's like
Yeah.
you were saying, they're also like they've been from my childhood to now. I mean, it is a wildly different concept.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but
Yep.
we all remember Wawa though. Like that's the thing. It still exists although it has evolved. But Wawa has been a part of our lives. Like my entire life. Wawa was like an immediate like regular part of my life. Going to Wawa, getting Wawa hoagies or something, it was like a treat. Sometimes when they briefly had Taco Bell there, we used to get like the soft tacos from there. That was like a treat for dinner. It was Wawa's just a very Philly region, Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania thing. I don't think they go out very far west.
No, not yet.
No,
Not
they
yet.
don't.
I think they're in Florida though, aren't they? A few like they expanded to some weird areas, but
I
They're
don't think
probably
so.
trying.
yeah. But
Where
now
everything-
now
When
now
you
that
run
we're
into,
the
like the sheets.
now we're the official
Circle
Wawa
K.
podcast.
Well, we're trying to get the Wawa money.
Try to get that
I don't
Wawa
know.
money.
There you
No
go.
shame in that. Harry Styles. You know how many times I've heard that freaking Harry Styles song every time I pull up to get gas?
Oh, yeah.
As it was, as it was.
Yeah.
Every
Uh-oh.
time I pump gas, it's on.
Oh man, yeah. Every time I pump gas, I go to Wawa to pump gas. I told Chrissy this because I like to use Apple Pay, so I can just do it with my watch.
I
Yeah.
won't go. I can't stand our Wawa, the one by our house.
It's very busy.
It's too crowded. I
Uh-oh.
can't stand it.
Well,
I
I had
actually
dinner from.
avoid it
I
like the plague.
think Wawa's on my mind because I had dinner from them before we started this. Got a chicken sandwich from Wawa. I'm too
I mean-
scared to try their pizza though.
Yeah, I had it.
But this album just came out in like, was it June? Because I like missed it entirely, man. I'm sorry, I completely missed you had an album release. Like I didn't even know anything was happening. I was just
Yeah, listen, you
Out of
guys are
touch.
prolific. You don't owe me. You don't have to thank you, but you don't have to say nothing. You are so busy and dialed in. It came out on Father's Day, which is a bit of a theme for me if you haven't heard it. And and it came out on. We had a show on Father's Day. Excuse me, it was the Friday before Father's Day, and the album. All the songs were released subsequently on Father's Day. And I don't know. It's out. I am relieved that I had a project that was pretty extensive. It took a long time, and it took longer because actually, I probably brought it up in the last one, but it unfortunately got deleted. All of the tracks of the first album.
You did, yeah. You told us that.
oh my
right?
god. So,
And so
you had to
then-
re-record it.
We re-recorded it, and I
Like
re-recorded
Taylor
it even
Swift.
after seeing you. I had to go back and I finished it up. So
Oh wow.
so that worked out.
So was it
and
better the second time? I always
Without
feel
a
like,
doubt.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Was
you
it-
you you have something in common with Taylor Swift. Isn't that what she's doing? Like, didn't you have to re-record everything because of like some kind of ownership dispute or something? I don't.
That's all we have in common. Well,
That's all
there was no ownership, but yeah, I wish I had more in common.
You just
with
had it.
Taylor
You just didn't have a backup, apparent, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah. Always have
deleted.
backups.
I know
I-
it was an unfortunate thing, but a happy accident. And you guys, I'm sure you can relate. When you have a project and you get it to the finish line, which is often the hardest thing.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's I've been trying to finish some like software projects forever. It's just like side projects. It just never gets there. It's like that last 5%, 10%, 20%, even like that end of it, the road that's the hardest to getting it done. Same thing with anything I do in like software development. That's such a common refrain. Maybe it's a universal to artists and anyone who works with does knowledge work or creative pursuits. But yeah, that's such a common
Also,
refrain.
carpentry, Steve.
Really? It's hard to finish up carpentry?
I bet.
Yeah, it's always that last little bit
Yeah.
that somebody walks away from. Like they never
Mhm.
finish the punch list or something stupid.
Well, maybe it's just a universal work thing. Anything you're working on. Although we do finish our podcasts every couple weeks, Chrissy and I.
Yeah.
So we've
Well,
gotten
we
good at
have
that.
to.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have to. We're on a schedule now, and I'm trying to get the YouTube algorithm to know we exist, and part of that is you got to be on a schedule.
But it's
So
your
righteous,
schedule.
what is up
Sorry,
with
go
the?
Yeah, it's our schedule.
What's up with the
What's up with
mannequin?
Oh yeah,
The mannequin.
we've been
Well-
ignoring it the whole time. What is up with the mannequin?
What if when I turn around, like from my perspective, there is no mannequin?
Why is it in
I
the
don't see
mirror or something?
It's not there.
It's
I
only
did
we
a
can see it.
whole-
It's only only on here. This is freaking me out. It's like a goosebumps.
Oh, that was a great show.
Guys, there's nothing there. No, I'm in my basement, and I've tried to create a little space for myself, and I'm slowly setting up a studio and just creative space and stuff and Tableau. This hasn't been in the basement. She doesn't have a name, but this is my wife's college project. This you see this dress she's wearing, this mannequin. My wife Jana, she's an art teacher and creative at large, painter, and then her project was she collected for years hundreds of towelettes. So this you can't see it, but you can see the little bits. It is a dress made of various towelettes. What do you call them? Hand
like wet wipes, or
yeah.
Really? Wow.
So
like in the
were they?
package?
Are they? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
were they used?
No,
No, good, dude.
all in the
Fresh.
package. All
and
fresh.
then and dried out.
And dried out and sort of and so it's a little more. You can't
Like
it's a little-
patchworked?
Patchwork.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And it's old. This is 20 years old now too. So
Oh wow, it's just there as a centerpiece for your
just there
basement.
for JAG.
It's there for the podcasting, man.
Yeah, so it's just an interesting piece. But isn't Mannequin a great concept of a movie?
Yeah, Chrissy, do you remember that movie from like the 80s?
You remember
Yeah,
that?
I do. Sort of.
Nothing's gonna stop us now. That's from that movie.
That was such a weird movie too.
Yeah, I love.
I was
that.
in a mannequin dance once.
Really?
How
A
so?
dance with mannequins.
What does that mean?
Oh,
There were these like mannequins. Well, it was in this like small historic building in Philadelphia, and then there were different mannequin parts like all throughout the building, and then you would interact with them, like a torso and like some limbs.
yeah.
It was interesting.
Like they would just be like an arm sticking out of the wall, and you would interact with it.
no, like on the floor. Like
on the
there'd
floor,
be
like body parts.
like yeah, kind of.
I love that.
That's awesome.
But it was like it was an interesting piece because the dancers traveled, but then so did the audience. So like the audit, like I was in like the dining room dance, which we did like 4 times because the audience, all different small groups of audience, walked through the dining room. It was the audience traveled throughout the little house.
Interesting.
That
That's
sounds
very
like a
hard to
horror
do.
show, man.
Yeah.
It
could've
no,
been.
it definitely had that vibe. Yeah, there were some
Very
random
artsy.
lamps.
Yeah,
things.
love I have random lamps. I'm surrounded by them.
I had a random lamp until yesterday. It was this thing Chrissy found on the street or some yard sale. What was that thing called? It's like a old stove. They turned into a lamp.
It was a cast iron like potbelly stove that was converted into a lamp.
Dig that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
never used it. Never but I had it in my living room for like 2 years, 3 years. We found some guy who wanted it because he apparently has a matching one of these at his house. But he drove like hours to get it.
Well,
Like,
how do you find a match set of potbelly lamps?
Yeah, I know
And
exactly.
apparently
So
are like specific to the southeastern region
yeah.
Wow.
because these potbelly stoves got like they stopped using them as a stove, so a bunch of like a local something or other turned them all into lamps. So it's only like specific to where that company resided.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking like 100 years ago too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this friendly gentleman drove from, I don't know where it was. Was it north, south? Was it Jersey or New York or something?
No, Pennsylvania, up by the New York state line.
Okay,
he said.
so it was like north, but he drove a few hours here with his grandson, and came by. Had trouble finding us at first, but he was really happy to get this thing. That was great.
How did he know?
Because
I
Chrissy
put it on. It's on the Facebook
Marketplace?
Marketplace.
Yeah,
from,
like
Wow.
years ago.
like 2 years ago.
Oh, I love when that happens.
And yeah, Chrissy sends me a text message. She's like, "Hey, you still have that thing in your living room because I forgot I even had this posted, but someone wants it." So I was like, "Okay."
That's
real
rad.
fine.
Yeah, the poor guy though, because I don't know. Do you ever use the Facebook Marketplace?
Yes.
So it's like scammer central.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
gotten
yeah.
worse over the years. So the first thing you get is hey, do you have that item? And then you go, sure. And they go, can you give me your cell phone number and I'll call you right away.
Right.
And I'm like,
No.
always like, you know.
Yeah, no way.
So this guy did that, but he was genuine and he's texting me, I swear to God, I'm too old to know how to scam you. And I'm like,
Right.
Really? I didn't know about this part of the story.
yeah.
That's funny.
He's like, I promise. And I'm like, all right, finally. I was like, okay, dude, I think I believe you. Because at first I'm like,
Very
no,
specialized.
you can't have my cell.
See,
You know, you can only message me.
this is
Right.
why this is the kind of situation where I was like I was trying to turn on a proxy phone number and like with my carrier, and I couldn't get it. They couldn't figure out how to turn it on. But like this is the reason why I want it, and I have and I I'll sign up and get like Google Voice numbers or something for stuff like this. You don't want to hand out your real phone number. My favorite scam though is where they're like, I'm gonna send you a text message with some numbers. Read them back to me so I know you're real. And it's like they're trying to steal your email account. And it's like or something like that. It's just the scammers are everywhere. You just gotta constantly look out.
I always seem to give like as if like heaven forbid some worse intention. So they're like, hey, you want to meet? Yeah, all right, we're sealing the deal, but I don't want to give my address out. But by the way, you can probably find my address. Like, you know what I mean? Really,
Yeah.
you could.
Yeah, you could.
But I'm like, I give them 2 digits different than like I give them my neighbor's address. Just in
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
we really, when you're doing those kinds of exchanges, you should probably meet up in a public
Neutral
place
place.
or something. But
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's heavy, so.
I'm sitting on a couch that I didn't get it from Marketplace, but I bought it for like $10 at Restore in here where I live in Lower Bucks County, and it's really big. It's probably from the 50s. Nothing fancy, but I'm not. You talked about carpentry. I am far from it. I'm not good at that sort of any sort of tradesman work. So I buy this couch, and my buddy comes and helps me with his truck, and I don't do any measurements. And as I said, I'm in my basement. It's way too big. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. Okay.
Wow.
Guys, I'm not good at this. I had to cut off all 6 legs to get it into the basement. I ruined the drywall. I ripped the drywall up in my laundry room to get it in here. And I told my friend Dave, whose truck I used, we are going to see this project through. Got it into the basement, no legs, and then I actually got the legs back on my own. I bought dowels. I screwed it in. 2 of them are a little wonky. I know, and I was gonna see it through, and so I got it. And,
so it's in the basement and it has legs.
And it's not breaking yet. It's good.
Yet.
It's a win. My buddy Dave was
I
like,
agree.
dude, I'm really proud of you. He said, I'm really proud of you.
That is amazing.
Yeah, pretty rad. So
very cool.
Yeah, that's Marketplace.
Steve, what happened to your
stuff.
face?
I'm just keep having some camera problems. Let's see if it comes back.
So Steven, how about your photo in there? Let's talk about your photo.
What my little head shot here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I took that in my bathroom or something some years ago with my iPhone.
Sunglasses.
I still have those sunglasses. I wear them all the time. Well, not those specific ones. I keep buying the same sunglasses over and over again.
I do that now too.
He buys the same everything over.
So you
can
see my green screen.
Uh-oh.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh no, it doesn't work.
So that's what happens with live stuff, sort of.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my equipment today. It's kind of scaring me because we record this live, and it's like, what is happening? Second time it's happened.
Well, so Righteous, you're doing some live talk show thing, aren't you? In October. Yeah. So what's that about?
So I started an open mic, storytelling open mic in Doyles-Town every Monday night. I call it Foreign Objects. It's at Hopscotch in Doyles-Town, and it's going okay. It's been slow with the summer. We hope that it's going to get busier come fall. But I'm joining up with my friend Sarah LeClaire, who is a Bucks County-based actress, director, producer. And she and I are going to once a month, the first Monday of every month, start basically a live late night talk show vibe, right? We're gonna film it. We're gonna record it. We're gonna have special guests. We're gonna have a musician. So we're gonna sort of format it like a talk show, a podcast even, and yeah, we're stoked. So Monday night we're gonna have my friend Michelle Wire on. She runs Doyles-Town Haunts, and it is a like a sort of walking ghost tours of Doylestown that she and her daughter started, and she's also like a medium, and she picks up vibrations, and she's amazing, and she's a writer, and she reads tarot cards, and so she's gonna come on telling us some spooky stuff. And then I just booked my buddy Sean Kelly Skelly, as he goes by. He's a singer songwriter out of Bordentown, and he writes a lot of things of the macabre nature. So pretty stoked.
So
about it.
it's called, is it called Doyles-Time?
Yes, Doyles-Time with Jolly and Leclerc.
See, that's a better name than JAGcast, I think. It's a pretty good name.
Like instead Doyles-Time. That's cute.
Well, it was funny. I wish I could show you. I can't because I'm using my phone. We came up with some really silly stuff. What did you got, like, before you landed on this? What were you going back and forth about?
Names?
JAGcast?
Yeah, JAG or
I
Jenkintown.
can't remember.
It's nice that you have an acronym, right? Like it's like shorter, but then you have the long one. It's about the energy of the phrase, right? Yeah,
well, Chrissie came up with this. She likes to name things with Jenkintown in the name, regardless of where her actual physical business is.
Yeah, because Jenkintown is 100% unique.
Right.
Like there is no other Jenkintown in all of the world. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did it get its name?
The Jenkins family.
The Jenkins family, safe bet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Even like J-Town.
Right.
Like there's J-Town hot yoga down the street.
Right.
But there's a J-Town in South Africa. So if you type in J-Town in Google, you sometimes end up in South Africa.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, it's not to be confused with Jenkins Township in Luzerne County, Pennsylvania. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, apparently this, according to Wikipedia, if we're going to believe them, it was named for William Jenkins, a Welsh pioneer settler.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it has a little 3 here, which apparently their source for this is visitphilly.com. So I guess it's real.
And actually, in 2024, it is the 150th anniversary of Jenkintown.
You guys are repping.
Yeah, look at this.
I know.
Look at this. One of the oldest boroughs in Montgomery County. Jenkintown brims with historical interest and secret finds. Like this podcast right here. Can't find it physically there, but if you search for us on YouTube. There you go. I didn't know this. Look, apparently it was 1697 is when it was settled. Incorporated 1874. So this is really old. So there you go. Highway Movie Theater.
It's great that, because
look at this photo. Who are these people?
Oh, that's Tom and Elizabeth.
That's the Drake, man. Yeah.
Tom and Elizabeth.
Yes.
And this is
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I just like these two people. This is the photo that they chose on Visit Philadelphia with 2 people walking. And the Drake, great place.
They're actually doing the beginning of Laverne and Shirley in this photo. You can see it. Schlemiel.
Look at all the people outside. Definitely pre-pandemic. I mean, now they're back,
there's
but
still
like
people outside.
Now there is again, but I'm saying like for a while. Last time we talked to Righteous, it wasn't that big. Anyway, Drake is nice. Drake is cool. We go there.
Drake. What is it? Is he? Is it the artist? The artist?
No,
it's
the duck.
It's the duck.
It's the duck.
It's the duck.
Oh yeah, I love the Drake duck.
Just like the Drake is like the official.
It's the school mascot.
The school mascot too. Yeah.
It is the duck.
Jenkintown.
Of the school.
Yeah.
And the last episode of this, I don't know if you saw it, but I did it by myself, and I did a little reaction to our video, The 7 Wonders of Jenkintown.
No, I got to see this.
Oh yeah, I
you
can bring
did
it up.
What you went on the road? I can
bring up the video. I can show you the video. Well, give me a second. We made this video like 2 years ago, and we have to update it.
Oh, good. I can fix my hair because it's doing weird things. It's like not a good poof here today. All right, hang on.
Okay. This is the second week show in a row. People are going to see us, but that's okay. Let's see. Here we go. We're bringing it up. The 7 Wonders of Jenkintown, according to Chrissie. Let's see if this works. So this is like reacting again to this.
Wait.
What?
I can't hear anything. Was I supposed to hear something?
I wonder if it
Yeah.
was on your
You don't hear anything?
No, we don't hear
don't-
anything. But we're
was it
looking
there?
at the train station.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
That one of
muted
the
this
wonders?
earlier. Let me try again. Now you'll hear it. We're doing it live, people.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm Miss Chrissie, and
Oh,
welcome
no.
to Jenkintown.
I hate
Now
hearing
you hear
myself.
it? Yeah, okay.
the tiny little town of about a half square mile, 15 miles or so north of Philadelphia. Today we are going to check out my 7.
This is short, so we might as well just watch it again.
Little tour.
We have to. I can't. It's so cringy.
It is great, but Jolly hasn't seen this.
We are our own worst.
We made it to the first wonder of Jenkintown, the train station, which I really like because of the
Is-
curvy architecture.
I just love how we're doing this
And
2 weeks in a
City
row.
City, if you ever want to go there, which I usually drive to, but that's
Yeah.
okay. Let's move on.
That's right.
So we're coming up on the second wonder of Jenkintown, which is these really old trucks. Not a lot of people know much about who owns them or who lives here. They don't move, but they look kind of cool in a photo. Right around the corner from the trucks is this spot
Yeah.
called Argument Park.
It's much
actually
nicer
Cedar
looking
Street
now, as
Park.
I
It's
talked
right up there.
I talked about
Here
last
we
week.
are at Argument Park, which is currently just kind of like a big open lot with some baby plants, but it should be a pocket park, but it has been the start of quite a bit of controversy. This is actually
Yeah.
plastic. I'm not really sure how that works out. So this one's definitely not real,
Kicking is my favorite part.
but this one is. I don't know what you do with a fake rock.
Then I just smashed
Put a
cut.
key
Look
on
at
it.
this.
Just parked the car at my house, and we're gonna go for a little loop because the rest of this is all really close together. And Steve's lunch is.
Do we
on
have
the
to
soda.
watch the rest? I'm so weird.
I don't know. Does Jolly want to watch? It's like a couple
Come
minutes
here,
longer.
Mark. So we're
Oh, that's
making
Mark.
this
I
movie
forgot
about
he's there.
Jenkintown, and you've had.
Yeah.
How long have you had your thing here?
Who's this
I just
guy,
went. I went
Mark?
righteous.
Yeah. Since 1977? Wow, it's older than I am. So if you had to pick out one of your favorite spots in Jenkintown, what would it be?
Right here.
Right here. It's his garage.
That's cheating, Mark.
That thing's way bigger on the
Alright,
inside than
well,
it
now
looks.
you're in a movie about Jenkintown.
How about that?
They'll give you a little tour of the town as well, right? Just so you can come
Here we
by.
are.
That's a
I
nice-
call
that's
this
really
the
sweet.
Unity mural, but I think it's
Yeah.
actually called a symbol of solidarity. I'm actually particularly fond of the guy who paints it. His name's Brian Bowens. He's got a super cool art space around the corner. A lot of people in town are very fond of it.
There's this main area of town.
We're getting a little hungry, so I ordered some lunch from one of my favorite spots in town, which is Mr. Rick's Hoagies. But in the meantime, I thought we could check out the gazebo,
Yep.
which is right here. Very popular spot for like events and stuff. They do like music here, the Christmas tree that's falling over. There's a cute little library thing. There's still like a nativity scene up, which is kind of weird because it's almost February.
Yep.
And my daughter loves to roller skate here. So that's why I wanted my favorite spots.
And I was talking about this last week because Jenkintown Dance Arts and the
All right,
JAG is
so
no
we got our
more.
lunch.
But this is where we were.
And we made it back to the 459, which is pretty much half my life. So
Until
this is
Saturday.
where I work. It's also my creative space,
Yeah.
and I live across the street.
This is all like going away.
All right,
Yeah.
so this is actually my outdoor stage. We built this during the pandemic. There's my dance studio, and then one of the most probably unexpected sorts of spaces here in Jenkintown is actually the arts garage.
Yeah, we started as a literal garage. All this is
This is
mostly
the
gone.
arts garage. Started as a regular little garage, and now it kind of looks like a living room. We use this for
My couch.
like events. We did a bunch of open mics, a movie night, trivia with Annie Christ, performances with dance and live music. We take most of the furniture and we move it out here, and that's where the audience sits. And then the performers are just inside the garage. And hopefully when the weather warms up, we'll be able to use it some more.
Nah, we didn't really.
Is that where you're at even now, though?
That's what this is, but it's obviously a green screen picture,
Oh.
as we saw earlier.
We are
Right.
back from our
This is it.
whirlwind lunchtime tour
The last wonder.
of the 7 Wonders of Jenkintown. And the last wonder today, because I'm really hungry, is going to be my delicious tuna sandwich. It's delicious tuna, and it has cilantro, which is a very unexpected item on a sandwich.
Steve, I
Yes.
hate you right now.
Cilantro?
So I hope you enjoyed the quick tour of Jenkintown. And I'm going to go eat my lunch.
Yeah, we were very hungry.
I'm gonna have to tell Shayna
Oh.
about that tuna sandwich.
Yeah, it's good.
How was that?
And that was delicious.
I forgot
That
Mark
face
Dilemma
open?
was in there.
Yeah, this
my
is our 7 wonders, the way we named them. And we can do another video easily and do 7 more wonders because there's like
The
lots of other
mysterious
places.
trucks, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mysterious trucks. Argument Park is my favorite name for anything in town. I refuse to call it by its actual name because people really there was a lot of like controversy about it, I think how the land was picked up. Anyway, you can listen to the podcast, the last podcast episode where I go into more depth about this behind the scenes. But Jason
They
Ager
added
made
a
all the music.
tree, though.
They did add a
park
tree.
is
He made all
much
the
better.
music?
It looks nice now.
Yeah, so all the music in this was Jason Ager's music, and luckily he doesn't upload it to YouTube's copyright system, so we won't get flagged
Is
for this
that
one.
the issue?
Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, like we had we've had other people on. If we play music or something, like man, that copyright ID system it'll just
That's
pick up a
old.
few seconds. Yeah, so that was the 7 wonders.
What am I supposed to? Don't allow. Wait, this thing just popped up on my screen. Increase storage size now. Don't allow. Well, what happens if you go off when I hit don't allow?
I don't even know what you're. I don't even know what you're doing.
I'm like, what mannequin? There is no
Storage?
mannequin.
What storage? Yeah. So let's see. I think Chrissie, do you think it's time for a game called something?
We gotta stay succinct here, though. But yes, we should play the very famous, never heard of game called something. Jolly,
gotta
do
do
you
it.
Remember Righteous? Wait, your name's not Jolly. Your name's Righteous.
Yes, name's Righteous.
Has anyone ever called you Jolly before by accident?
Yes,
Jolly
many
Righteous?
people. Many people do.
I
So
made-
have a,
I
have
made
a
sure to double check
student.
the artwork and stuff multiple times, just to make sure I didn't do that.
No,
Make
it's
sure
okay.
it said Righteous Jolly.
In fact, when I order pizza, I probably said this last time. I don't say righteous anymore because when it's loud at the pizza shop, they think I say Michael. So
Okay,
now
I
I
guess I
say
can see that.
Jolly, and they think it's Charlie.
Okay,
You
so
should
do you
just go
remember?
by Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the rules for this? Righteous from. I
say
think did we
something
play it last time?
immediately. Yeah, I did do something. Yeah.
Okay, so
I say something, say it right away, right?
well, Chrissy has some cards that are color coded. You'll pick a color. She'll pick a question. They will all answer the question and learn something about each other, and probably just go even further off the rails than we already have. And it's usually a lot of fun. So.
Okay.
Pick a
So
color.
you have to pick a color. Okay, there's gray, some gray, orange, yellow, green, or brighter orange.
I'll go brighter orange.
Brighter orange. Let's see what's in brighter orange. I really need more hands for this.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I don't have an answer for this question, so that kind of
You wrote that. She wrote all the questions. Okay, what is the question?
Okay, it's what's the perfect theme song for you?
That's my question you're asking me?
That's
It's
all of our questions,
of
but
our
yeah,
questions. I just don't have an answer.
that's
I
that's
see
a
what
good
you're
one.
saying, yeah. All right, Steven, you want to go first?
Perfect theme song. Oh man, that's tough.
I got mine. Never mind.
Let me think. There's so many that I like, but I think probably Back in Black, obviously, for 8, because I always wear black. That's an obvious one. I like that one. I also like our particular. It's not for me, but it's for this podcast. I think the theme music we do is perfect. You know, I think that one's perfect. That song, you'll hear more of it at the end.
Bad bun day.
No, it's a great bun.
But I was like,
It's big.
but I would say I always like the AC/DC Back in Black. But there's lots of good songs that could be my theme song when I walk around. Kind of depends on my mood, what kind of song. The Imperial March from Star Wars, sometimes that's perfect for me. Depends on my mood. Walking into a room, I would like wish that would play sometimes. Like,
Very Ally McBeal.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, there's a deep cut. Now we're all now the younger people have no idea if they're even watching this. They have no idea who Ally McBeal is. But yeah,
Chrissie, what do you say?
I say the Wonder Woman theme song
yeah.
because
All
I
right.
love her.
The one
And
the one
Wonder
from
Woman.
the '70s show is what like Wonder
Yes,
Woman.
of course. Yes, the Linda
Yeah.
Carter one, the best
Yeah,
one.
if you saw in the background of the Seven Wonders video, I think her cookie jar, the Wonder Woman cookie jar, was in there. That's in her kitchen now. But there's like a Wonder Woman like jar that all
I
of her
wanted to
coffee's
be
in.
Wonder Woman.
You
like,
are Wonder Woman, Chrissie. You are a
Well,
Wonder
thank
Woman.
you. But I told my mom I was gonna go and get my name changed to Wonder Woman when I was old enough in court.
I'm
And
glad
then
you didn't do that, though.
also, I know. And then also, then I decided that Cyndi Lauper was a better idea. So
And
that
named
was
your first
it.
child after her, right?
Cyndi Lauper.
I'm a big
yeah.
fan of
I
Cyndi.
also walked
I
into
found
first
a,
grade.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What-
Yeah.
No,
What
about
did you
first
say? You
grade?
found a. Oh, I
third
walked
grade,
into the office.
Go. Sorry. I'm jumping. You're going.
I walked into the office in first grade and told them my name was Cyndi Lauper in my special
Oh.
purple leather skirt.
Did they
Well,
believe
when
you?
I was young, I found this paper like a couple years ago. What do you want to be when you grow up? In the neighborhood, it says something like, a grocer does this, a police officer does this, and then at the end, what do you want to be? And they put a little vlogs, a little picture of ourselves up, and I said I want to be famous like Cyndi Lauper is what I wrote.
Oh, beautiful! I love it.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
But listen,
Awesome.
I have my theme song. My theme song is short, and I wrote it in 6th grade. Can I sing it to you?
Yeah, go for
Of
it.
course.
Okay, it was during the bus strike of Levittown. This is called Righteous the Almighty. Righteous the Almighty, faster than you and I. Righteous the Almighty, flies right over the sky. Righteous the Almighty, stronger than an ox. Righteous the Almighty, the women call him a fox.
I love it.
That's awesome. Woo!
Have you
I wish I
recorded
had sound
that yet?
effects.
Yeah.
I have not recorded it, so you can use it, and there'll be no copyright.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That's always the best.
Yes. No,
That's my theme song.
That is a great theme song.
I love that. I love that. I want to be
The bus
almighty,
strike.
like righteous. Yeah. Why was there a bus
It's a
strike?
bit much.
There's
I
always a
don't know,
bus
man.
strike.
They were
Oh.
trying to make something happen, and this dude Jimmy's mom used to drive us home every day, and she listened to the Prince cassette in her car. And that's all I remember. And then I wrote that song probably because it was a trauma response.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should we
come on.
try another one?
Yeah, let's do one more. Uno más. All right, righteous. You have gray, regular, orange, yellow, or green.
I can't stand regular orange. I'm gonna go gray.
Ugh.
It's her least favorite ones. I love it.
Gray.
Again,
Gray
she could
is
just
so-
rip these out.
I
picked gray
did.
last time.
Nice.
I ripped most of the. Oh wait, I added some to gray to make my life easier.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Well, let's keep rolling with the nostalgia here. What is something you miss from your childhood? I think we answered this not too long ago, Steve, but I like this one better than the other gray. Oh. There's a boy named Fufu who came to one of my dance classes today. I'm not joking.
Okay. Do you
Well,
miss that from
anyway.
your childhood or something? Like, I don't know how that works.
It makes me think of the song Bunny Fufu. Little
Oh,
bunny
okay.
Fufu, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Down came the good witch, and she said, "Little bunny Fufu, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head." All right, Righteous, what's your childhood thing?
The thing that I miss is a father. No, I'm kidding. I miss it's a bad joke. I have been playing with my G.I. Joe men with my kids, and I brought it up before. And what I missed from my childhood is one G.I. Joe that I buried in the backyard of that house that you showed at the beginning. and it's of the old Chicago Bear player, William Perry, the refrigerator they called him, and they made a GI Joe of him, and I buried in the back left corner. And
Why
that's
were
something
you always
nostalgic.
killing your GI Joes?
I don't know, man. Like, it's some relationship to control, I imagine. But we buried them. We played with them. There was
I love GI Joes. I used to play with GI Joes, and we'd like put them in. Like a friend had a pool, and the winter would kind of freeze, and we put them in there to be frozen in the ice, and like they'd be stuck in there,
idea.
like they couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I never did that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Buried them and blew them up.
Yes. Destroy them.
Okay.
So what is something I miss from my childhood? I don't remember what I said last time. Let's go with you know what? I'm gonna go with I miss die-cast metal toys, like the little like I used to go to the I don't think I said this last time. I used to go to the mall. A friend of mine, I think his grandfather would take us there. It was a long time ago now. We would go to like I think it was KB Toys was there at the mall, and he would go in there and buy us like the jet planes, like an F-16 or whatever, and they were made of metal and they were like sharp. They could cut you, And now last time I was at a toy store and I saw anything like that, it was all plastic crap, and it was like it's not cool anymore. They used to make these toys dangerous, Chrissy. And that's why they were awesome. And
I'm around the same age as you. I do remember toys.
Toys
that's a great quote.
Be able to kill you.
Yes. If a toy can't make you bleed, I don't know what the point is.
If your lead doesn't go up, then it's not a real, If you don't get mesothelioma,
okay.
Yeah, I went with something a little light for this one. So what about you, Chrissy? What do you miss from your childhood?
I don't remember what I said last time, but I was just thinking of penny candy Swedish fish from the snack bar at the pool.
That's very specific.
So
that's good.
It is. We're part of like a swim club, and they had the snack bar, and you would take a little brown bag, or you would take over change, and then you could get that many Swedish fish in a little random brown bag.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, I remember. Yeah. That is cool.
What I like about that, besides how specific it is that because you could eat Swedish fish anywhere, but you didn't say that. You picked that place. And I bet eating that Swedish fish when the sun was out with the chlorine changes the sort of olfactory sensibility as how you would have eaten it, as opposed to eating it anywhere else. It's connected. Sense memory.
Yeah. And you know what? I still love Swedish fish, and I bet you that has something to do with it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
I love Swedish fish too, but I'm worried they're gonna pull my stuff out. I'm so old now.
I'm worried
they'll pull my.
You know what they have at Trader Joe's? Hold on. Wait, I have to think if I can remember the name. Hold on. Steve, you're going to mess me up. It's a really weird name. Hold on. Crap. It's not fish. It's like Norwegian sea creatures or something.
Oh, okay. They have some other name.
It's really funny. Or maybe it's Norwegian lobsters. But anyway, they're also tasty.
Yeah.
But,
I got too much work done on my teeth too, so I don't eat like taffy anymore. Like I don't need it yanking out, the caps or whatever they have, crowns. So
it's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. But that's a good one. That was actually really quick. Went through that really quick.
What's that?
We're slick sometimes.
Game called something. I think Chrissy wanted to have a timeout around now, so I think we might have to wrap it up. Yeah, that happens. So before we go, before I do my wrap up, where can people find more of your stuff? I know that you have a website.
The website is kind of you. Leave it be. Just follow me on social media, I'd say. Furthermore, Righteous Jolly, Instagram, Facebook. I just started doing TikTok, which is, sort of interesting as a 42-year-old. But whatever, man. It's a carpe diem. You can find my music on all the streaming sites, but there's some really big things coming down the pipeline. In particular, the Christmas show, which will be at the Broken Goblet. This is the year. This is like the last workshop. And my partner Dave Shaw and I, we have very big expectations. We're going to do a great job this year. It's going to be a full-out, all-original musical, very similar to what you guys saw at the last show. It's going to be underneath the Levittown Christmas Carol story, but we turned it on its head, and most notably, it is an all-original musical now. It won't be a music review of popular Christmas songs. Dave Shaw wrote beautiful music in the style of various 90s genres, and I'm in the process of casting it right now, and it's going to be rad. We're going to slay, and that's on Broken Goblet on the 23rd of December.
Wow, right before
wow.
Christmas.
So that's like a Saturday night, I believe.
That's
Did you just
Saturday
know
night,
that?
and Friday night. Yeah, my goal is that Broken Goblet doesn't know this yet, but so I'm giving it. This is a hot take for JAG. Friday night is going to be. We're going to do a concerto of the piece, because Saturday is going to be ticketed. Friday, you're going to hear an abridged version of the songs, and we're going to sort of make it a podcast event where I'm going to invite various press to come, people from Levittown, things of that nature. And we're going to discuss the process. We're going to discuss the dream of the show. We're going to discuss between Dave and I how it came to be, a little bit about the story, meeting some of the actors, etc. So that's going to be Friday night.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Coolness.
That's my goal.
That's cool. That reminds me, one of our goals is I want to be able to do this live, like in person with people.
Maybe you guys should. Maybe you guys should. Should you interview us for this on the Friday? Maybe we can talk about that.
We can talk about
if
that.
If you're
later.
into it, let me pitch it to you.
Okay, yeah, you can pitch it to us.
Sweet.
So I will put all of the links down into all your social media. I think I got them last time anyway when you were on. So I'll put them in the show notes. They'll be down below this video or in your show notes in your podcast player, whatever that is. But I think, Chrissie, what time is it?
It's time to wrap it up, Steve.
That's right. So let me do the wrap up here. So if you like what you see here, please subscribe and ring that bell here on YouTube. We're at Jenkintown Arts Garage on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. It actually really does help if you subscribe and if you click the like button, if you comment, if you interact with it. The computer algorithms actually take that into account. So you can find us on those social media networks. You can find this podcast at jagcast.show. There'll be links to everywhere you can subscribe to it. Any podcast player of your choice. You can go to our main website, JenkintownArtsGarage.com, which I keep promising I'm going to revamp, but that's also where you can find out what we're doing. And if you want to help monetarily support the show, go to JenkintownArtsGarage.com/coffee and buy us a coffee, which will be helpful because Chrissie's caffeine addiction is no joke.
Yep, it's true.
I mean, literally,
But
we
it's
probably
not actually a coffee.
It's buy me a coffee is the service. It's the
It's just buy me a coffee is the
It's like a Patreon thing. It's like one of those. It's like one of those
there you go. Is the air quotes?
Yes.
For give me money.
Yeah. Yes, please give me money. Please, there's money. So I'd like to thank you once again, Righteous, for coming back onto the show. Our new video format. Hope you liked it. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, it's great to be with you guys. Thank you so much.
Excellent. So now stick around because get to see the second half of our wonderfully cringy outro video. So I guess we'll see you next time, right?
All right, take it easy.
Bye, Righteous. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
We're learning to break the ice.